Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the last videos, we covered early migrations and the major stages of human evolution and how they shaped us. We can see that almost all human groups are the result of extensive migrations, population replacements, and mixtures occurring over tens of thousands of years. For decades, many researchers, popularized by figures like Stephen Jay Gould, believed that with the development of agriculture, natural selection weakened because life became a little easier. Earlier ancient DNA studies typically found only about 12 to 21 genome-wide significant selection signals in recent human history. But here's the mind-blowing follow-up. Evolution didn't slow down or stop after farming and civilization began. A groundbreaking April 15, 2026 Nature paper by Ali Akbari, David Reich, and team proves it sped up dramatically. They analyzed 15,836 ancient genomes from West Eurasia, over 10,000 brand new. This new study flips the script. Using powerful new statistical methods on time series data, Reich and team detected strong directional selection, which is basically helpful gene versions spreading consistently because they boosted survival or reproduction on 479 specific DNA changes or alleles in the last 10,000 years. Hundreds more than all previous combined. The rate clearly accelerated after farming and denser settlements and intensified further in the Bronze Age, approximately 5,000 years ago. Farming created powerful new pressures, grain-heavy diets, close quarters living, livestock diseases, and changed lifestyles. So what traits were favored? Over 60% linked to traits we see today. First, immunity. Human immunity has been significantly upregulated by natural selection in response to the rise of infectious diseases following the agricultural revolution. Positively selected alleles are associated with reduced susceptibility to diseases like tuberculosis, TB, influenza, and various intestinal infections. Akbari and Reich suggest a trade-off where genetic variations that provided superior resistance to pathogens, like tuberculosis and pneumonia, simultaneously heightened the susceptibility to inflammatory disorders in modern post-Neolithic Europeans. While the overall trend shows increased risk, specific genetic variants, such as the IL-23R gene variant, were found to offer protection against certain autoimmune conditions. Then we see changes in skin and hair pigmentation. Modern Europeans are largely descended from a mix of three ancient populations: Western hunter-gatherers, early European farmers, and Yamnaya steppe pastoralists. Majority of early Europeans actually had dark skin and hair for most of their history. Reich suggests that shifts toward lighter skin in northern areas is a relatively recent phenomenon, believed to be an adaptation to lower UV radiation to maximize vitamin D production. Reich suggests that as dietary sources of vitamin D, like heavy fish consumption, reduced, the evolutionary pressure for lighter skin to produce more vitamin D from the sun increased. Then changes in metabolism and body composition. Reich and team identified strong signals of natural selection near genes associated with high-starch, carbohydrate-heavy diets, reflecting adaptation to early farming. The study found that variants associated with higher body fat decreased in frequency over the past 10 millennia. This trend is consistent with the thrifty gene hypothesis. Genetic predispositions that likely helped store energy during periods of food scarcity, valuable for hunter-gatherers, became disadvantageous with the more stable food supply of farming, leading to selective pressure against them. Akbari and Reich also suggests that as human lifestyles and pathogenic exposures changed, the optimal balance of blood type alleles shifted, with type B likely offering a better immune response against new diseases. The introduction of farming altered human environments, diets, and behaviors, creating new selective pressures. Hundreds of variants became more or less common as populations adapted to new illnesses associated with living in high-density, sedentary farming communities. David Reich found that 479 genetic variants became significantly more common in the European gene pool over the last 10,000 years, pointing to strong adaptation to new diets, population densities, and diseases. This shows that ancient DNA has finally matured into a tool that can, with high statistical power, track specific real-time evolutionary changes rather than just tracing ancestry, and that evolution still continues in recent millennia. This recent work continues to reshape the understanding of human history by demonstrating that population mixing, rather than isolated development, has been the norm. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.